Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of SC2VN. On the last episode of this, we met our sponsor, our potential sponsor, Mr. Kim from the Enoch group. Anyway, all we need now is a coach. Without further ado, let's get at it. The two of us start heading in the same direction by coincidence, though neither of us bring it up as we share a simple conversation. I ask her about her build orders, and she asks me about foreign tournaments. Viva reacts with surprise when I inform her on the antics of foreign FPS pro gamers. We're chatting insults at each other mid-match not disrupt their ability to communicate? No idea. All I know is that they get loud enough to hear from the open bracket area. Curious. Our small talk is cut short when she heads for a subway tunnel located along my route home. But just before she descends the tile steps, Reva turns and offers me a rare smile. Goodbye, Bach. Goodbye, Bach. Goodbye, Mock. It was nice to meet you. Bye. Catch you online. When she's gone, I'm left to think over the day's events alone. Mr. Kim, Enoch. It's all too good to be true. Right? It feels right to be wary. Too many aspiring pro gamers have had their fledgling careers dashed to pieces by stupid mistakes and broken promises. I can't let myself be one of them. Maybe I've earned the chance to rest, to congratulate myself. But I won't. Not yet. Lately, the streets haven't seemed so foreign or confusing. It might just be because I stick to the same route every time I walk to Golden Zone Fire, but I like to think that I've really started to figure out life as a foreigner. I've settled into a routine that works for me. A few hours of ladder in the morning, then I hang out at the cafe with whoever shows up that day. Practice, talk strategy, maybe grab some food, and then we go our separate ways. It's enough to satisfy me, while still offering plenty of free time to keep from burning out. It's not a champion's regimen, but it should suffice, hopefully. Jed is always pushing me to practice longer, but it's hard to see the point. What's 10 hours going to do for me that 6 hours doesn't? I haven't seen that Bolt guy at Golden Zone Fire since I challenged him, luckily. He's anxious about the possibility of running into him again. A confrontation when I'm supposed to be training is the last thing I need. Familiar landmarks crop up one by one. It's not long before the cafe comes into view, busy as it always is on the weekends. I squeeze past half a dozen middle schoolers and make my way to our quiet corner. Yo, what took ya? We've been waiting on you for so long. Don't listen to him. He got here just before you did. Stunt scowls and sinks down in his chair. I try not to smile. Eva's a no-show again. Messaged me this morning that she wanted to stay in ladder. Is Accel coming? I know Crash has team league tonight. Nope. He mentioned that he has some last-minute build prep to take care of. Who are they playing again? Kai and Ia, I think? Right. There's a lot of advantages for players on a team. Recognition, housing, practice, salary. But getting to play in a team league is one of the biggest perks, period. A lot of young StarCraft talent breaks out in VSTL. Matches against top players are usually rare for those that aren't qualified for VSL, but not in team league. For an amateur, a win there is more than a sign of good things to come. Did Accel tell you anything about his team's plan? Jet shakes her head before successfully snatching Stud's phone out of his hands. She rolls it in the space between her fingers and turns back to me. They'd be so naive, Mock. Accel and I may be friends, but that sort of information isn't something you can give away freely. Stud gropes for his phone, about set across his face. Jet dodges a few times before willingly relinquishing the device. Stop ignoring us, it's rude. Whatever. You quit lecturing Mock. Their eyes battle briefly before Jet concedes, glancing away with a dismissive gesture. Son savors his fleeting victory with a grin before dropping his phone onto the table. It's rare to find someone so willing to share their strategies openly. Maybe it's different in the foreign scene, but not here. I lost to an amazing one-base all-in build on the ladder a week back. Sent the guy a message asking for a few replays. He told me to kill myself. You don't need to look so pleased about it. Sheesh. However, there's one exception. That being, if a foreigner eliminates a Korean player, our team will sometimes band together and send replays for its next opponent to study. It's a matter of national pride at that point, but in that way it's brutal. That's a rumor I've heard before. Replays can be invaluable in preparing for a specific player. What could be more useful than an exact recording of someone's strategies and tactics? At least Jet has the courtesy to look vaguely apologetic. I nod, doing my best to not look too surprised. How much do Korean players practice for Team League? The same as the individual leagues, or? Depends, not less if they are taking him at least top 8 in Solar League. StarCraft may be a one-on-one game, but teams can always be sponsored on the backs of individuals. Don't think that gives you the right to neglect your Solar League. Admittedly, the STL is secondary to VSL. If any of you fail to qualify, I'll make you a slave of my practice house. Go your jets, Jet. I have a little confidence in us. When you inspire confidence, I will. Remind me again how you placed in the last qualifier. Start wrinkles his nose and takes the opportunity to return to his cell phone game. Even between teammates, StarCraft's competitive nature thrives. Silence lingers until I decide to speak up, if only to break the tension. Why don't we go watch Accel play tonight? I'm sure he'll appreciate the support. They simultaneously glance up at me, then at each other. More silence. I'm just about ready to give up when Jet speaks. That's a good idea. I've been meaning to speak with Accel anyway. Sounds like fun. Let's bet on the games though. Gambling? I shouldn't be surprised. You played Pro Tools after all. 25,000 on Crash. Ha! I'll take that bet any day. Wait, I'm not done. 25,001 on Crash. But if Accel all kills, you pay double. Stun pauses, chewing over the odds with a contorted look on his face. All kills are incredibly rare. It's rare enough for one player to single-handedly defeat more than one opponent, let alone an entire team. With his decision made, Stut slams a fist down hard enough to draw a few glances from a nearby table. Deal. The match won't be for another few hours, so you'll have plenty of time to regret your mistake while I'm kicking your butt. I want to try out this new build making the rounds called 2-base Immortal All-In. It crushes Zerg, so they're saying on the forums. Hey, let's go. Hey, Mott, come watch and learn a thing or two about how to PvZ like a pro. That's all useless to me, mate. He doesn't wait for me to finish my thought before bolting out for an open PC. I'm left with Jet, who takes her time joining the start. He's funny. Funny doesn't win games. Jet seems conspicuously pensive as she raises her head over to a machine. As she turns to leave, she stops and looks back at me. Mark, do you think the teammates have to be friends? Eh? What do you mean? The question is straightforward. Yes or no? Do teammates need to be friends? Yes! Friendship! What? Of course they should. Why shouldn't you be friends with the people you live and practice with? It's not that simple. What are you supposed to do if your teammate can't perform and needs to be replaced? What if your friendship keeps you from offering all this criticism, the type that hurts to hear? Well, I mean... Jet, I hate to break it to you, but you've been kind of mean to me, and we're friends. Nobody is expected to be friends. With the co-workers have an office job. You act cordial and work together to get something done. That's it. There's no reason that esports should be any different. It's not the same. Can you honestly say that you'd be motivated to turn around a losing bet set for a bunch of strangers rather than your friends? You're not being realistic. In any case, you did well to recruit Stud and Riva. I appreciate it. I'll take care of the rest. We run Golden Zone Fire every single day for the next week or so. And practice. Practice a lot. She answers my nod by taking off in Stud's direction. Where is she? After all it took to convince her, Riva better not have changed her mind without telling me. Maybe she's the type to always be running late. This is the first time I've been back at the VSL studio since the qualifier. Riva's not the only one who feels out of place. I'm just about to send her another text when I catch the top of her head coming up the stairs. Get lost in the subway again? My apologies. This is my first time at the VSL studio. Oh, really? You've never tried to qualify or come to Spec Day? She shakes her head. That's a huge surprise, considering she's local. It's easy enough to follow the VSL online, but nothing beats the live experience. Watching the round 4 in person was one of the first things I did here in Seoul. Jet and Stunt are probably waiting for us. Come on. Ooh, I like this background. I like this whole setup. I think it looks really cool. Like the pods where I guess you play in. Anyway, nearly every seat in the spectator area of the VSL studio is taken. It's only with away from Jet and Riva that Riva and I are ushered past the back rows and into our seats over on the side. Stun is seated next to Jet and acknowledges us with a smile. With how differently the 4 of us are dressed, it'd be hard to tell that anyone to tell that we're actually on a team. Well, I guess technically we're not a team yet. Not officially, anyway. With a thought on my mind, I look to Jet and keep my voice low. Do we have a uniform planned? Oh, heck yeah! I want a team jacket! The uniform we pick out comes from the team's war chest. It's stupid of us to splurge when we don't have any results. Stun's longing stare doesn't fade away until Jet focuses a glare in his direction. The production crew is busy at work behind the scenes. There are way more VSL staff members than the stream lets on. People with clipboards and headsets pace the studio frantically, moving from team benches to behind booths and then back again. Accel sits on the end of the bench with the rest of Crash. Their coach, a balding man with small eyes, a red nose, and a clip on his tie, places back and forth with his hands in the pockets of his blazer. Most coaches are usually retired players without management experience. This guy has got the latter in nothing. It wouldn't surprise me to learn that he's never played a game of StarCraft in his life. The members of Team Kai Enning sit on the opposite ends of the studio. The coach is far more subdued, and one that I actually recognize. An old B-tier Brood War pro that aged out of his ability to compete. Stunt leans over to Jet to whisper something, but before he can open his mouth... Yeah, I like this song. But before he can open his mouth, the Victory Star theme cuts in to announce the broadcast is about to get started. Green Star Leagues have a weird fascination with falling rock. The same songs from my embarrassing freshman year playing the squad that unabashedly recruited to stadiums of esports fans. The crowd's cheer died down only once the commentators give their introductions. When I look over my shoulder, I can see the table where they're keeping 2 English casters. The duo is locked more for their laid-back banter than the game analysis, not that it's anything I'd change. But if there's no way for me to hear them without getting a headpiece, that'll make me look like a curious. I'll have to set it for the Korean commentators. Anyway, guys, that has been another episode of SC2VN. In the next episode, we're gonna watch the Crash versus Kai and E games. Anyway, guys, I will see you in the next video.